When it comes to genetic modification, corn, wheat, and rice have basically enrolled in agricultural superhero school. They're getting gene-level upgrades to fight pests, boost yields, and even improve nutrition. Corn, naturally, was first in line. Always the extrovert of the cereal family, it didn't just want to be tall and golden, it wanted to be bulletproof against bugs, droughts, and nosy pests. Scientists said, "Okay, let's give you some resistance genes," and corn said, "Perfect, now I can party in the field without worrying about worms crashing it." Today, a huge percentage of the corn we see is genetically modified, and it struts across farmlands like a bodybuilder, flexing its pest-proof muscles while also feeding billions. Some critics grumble about GMOs, but corn just laughs and says, "You eat me in 10 different forms every day. Let's be honest, you're not quitting me." Wheat, in contrast, has been a bit of a cautious student in this superhero academy. For decades, it lagged behind corn in genetic modification, partly because people love bread so much that any tampering with wheat feels personal. But even wheat is starting to accept a little genetic help. Scientists are working on wheat that can resist diseases and adapt to changing climates. Imagine a loaf of bread that comes from a plant so sturdy it shrugs off fungi like dandruff. Wheat may not be as flashy as corn, but it's edging toward a glow-up. It's the grain equivalent of that friend who swore they'd never dye their hair, and then one day shows up with highlights and suddenly looks amazing. Rice, as always, plays a different game. Instead of pest-proofing or bulking up, rice is dabbling in nutritional enhancements. Enter golden rice, the genetically modified variety designed to combat vitamin A deficiency. With its yellow hue, it looks like rice cosplaying as corn, but its mission is noble, helping millions of children around the world avoid blindness and malnutrition. Rice isn't just feeding people, it's trying to heal them. If corn is the superhero who smashes villains and wheat is the stoic protector of bread, rice is the gentle healer with magical powers. Golden rice is basically rice's way of saying, "Sure, I may need a lot of water to grow, but I'm also saving kids' eyesight. Beat that." The funny thing is how heated the GMO debate has become. Some people picture Frankenstein grains wreaking havoc on dinner tables, while others see them as our best shot at feeding a growing planet. Meanwhile, the grains themselves are probably just amused. Corn would roll its eyes and say, "You already turned me into syrup, oil, popcorn, and biofuel. Now you're worried about a little gene tweak." We would probably mutter, "As long as I still rise in the oven, what's the fuss?" And rice, ever the calm diplomat, would quietly remind everyone that improving nutrition isn't some evil scheme, it's just another way of being useful. What's undeniable is that genetic modification has opened the door for incredible innovation. Imagine rice that needs less water, wheat that thrives in heat waves, or corn that grows with half the fertilizer. These aren't sci-fi ideas, they're already on the drawing board. And given the climate challenges and population growth ahead, we might be very grateful that our three main cereals agreed to play superhero. So the next time you hear people debating GMOs like it's a courtroom drama, remember that the story is more playful than sinister. Corn is flexing its pest resistance, wheat is testing out its new disease-fighting outfit, and rice is donning a golden cape to save the world from malnutrition. Far from being villains, these grains are trying to evolve with us, ensuring that the world's dinner plates stay full. And if that means your sushi rice glows a little more golden, well, at least it matches the butter on your popcorn.